one of the things that I was thinking about, based on what we were talking about, a few minutes ago, is when we're searching for a job, LinkedIn, Indeed, any of the other job boards, to me, I look at it as a research project. And when you do a research project, it has like tentacles. It has avenues that you go down. And so I think it's good to make that kind of a rabbit hole. If the search is, I'm going to put this information in here and I want to immediately see what I want to see. And if I don't see it, then I've kind of wasted my time. I think you're sort of missing things. So, for example, sometimes when you're looking for a certain type of role or a role that you want to kind of explore, it might be finding those companies that hire people in those areas. So it might be that you search for things that are kind of like next to what you're looking for. Maybe you're searching for job postings, but maybe you go in and you search for people. I want to find people who have these titles or functions, because you can search on people, and then you find that the company has that department. And then you go down the rabbit hole of looking at everybody who appears to be in that department that works in that kind of function. Those are the people that I think you want to reach out to. And you've spoken a lot about the hidden job market, which really is about kind of going around these job postings, reaching out to people directly, and finding people who are in functions that are interesting to you, and finding a way to, contact them, reach out to them, see what jobs are posted, see if they've got any jobs that they have been posting, what kind of roles do they bring into their company in that area. And looking at kind of taking what you might feel is an unconventional angle, but could actually reap you more information and better contacts and bigger results.
Absolutely. Using LinkedIn more as a research tool rather than
Mm-hmm.
like starting with the job board is a strategy that will tell you what is currently being hired for at a company, but a more impactful strategy that will often leave you feeling less like you're shouting into the void of the internet is to start with the industries and doing some research around what are the companies in your area that are in the industry that you want to be in, and then doing the research around who are the people, the players, the people, the teams, the within the organization that are active on LinkedIn. For starters, going toward people who are visibly active on LinkedIn will often yield better results. But starting there and having really thoughtful conversations and reach outs around not just, hey, are you hiring? Ooh, this came up for me the other day. I was talking to somebody and they said, I reach out a lot and I say, hey, are you hiring? Well, that's a quick yes or no answer. But if you're reaching out
Mm-hmm.
and saying, hey, I see you're doing this and I'm impressed by this, I would love to have a conversation with you about it. Get that conversation going so they see your value right away. What we are hearing over and over again from hiring managers and decision makers is that they are going to, when an opportunity presents itself, think of the person that they had that thoughtful conversation with. They're probably not going to think about that cold reach out, hey, are you hiring person? They're going to think
Mm-hmm.
about that really insightful message even that they got from somebody regarding something relevant to their field.
Yeah. And I think that taking that even on a slightly different kind of focus is, if you reach out to somebody, you could say, especially if you're making some kind of a pivot or some kind of a move, you might, reach out to them through LinkedIn or wherever and say, I noticed that you're doing X and I am trying to move in that direction. And I'm reaching out to people like you who might be able to give me some guidance as to where I could pick up these skills, or I could learn these things, or where I would network. Any information that you could give me that would help me point me in that direction would really be helpful. You're not asking them to do a lot. You're not even asking them at this point to have a conversation with you. But a lot of people might say, you know what, go look at this association, or you should take a class in this, or what have you. But, or, any kind of question, like that. Or if you see somebody on LinkedIn who made some kind of a pivot, like, reach out and say, hey, I found your profile on LinkedIn because I noticed that you had moved from this to that, and I'm trying to make the same kind of move. It's a little tough in this market right now, so I'm looking for any kind of advice or guidance that people like you could give me. What can you share about how you move from this place to that place? People may, or a lot of people are going to ignore that, but a fair number of people might respond to that as well. And any nugget of information that you can get is helpful.